there is a huge infrastructure needs. Consumer demand is growing in Russia. Frankly, Russian economy will continue growing.
The scale is definitely massive, with a stunning $200 billion invested. Russia's fingerprints are all over these projects, from cutting-edge infrastructure investments to ambitious energy efforts. Hold on tight as we get into the specifics, delving into the magnitude and significance of these gigantic undertakings. Russia is about to launch $200 billion in national infrastructure projects, which the Kremlin sees as a good opportunity for the UAE government and investors. According to officials here, collaboration in the space and nuclear sectors may be quite substantial, though intensifying cultural and educational cooperation is a priority. Trade and mutual investment remain the driving force. According to officials at the Russian Direct Investment Fund, all are looking forward to President Vladimir Putin's historic visit to the UAE. Under the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, and President Putin, the strategic relationship has grown considerably. And one way to demonstrate this wonderful collaboration is through investing. During a press conference to announce Putin's state visit to the UAE on October 15, Kirill Dmitriev, CEO of the Russian Sovereign Wealth Fund RDIF, remarked, "In 2013, we formed a very good partnership with Mubadala, the UAE's sovereign wealth fund, and we jointly invested in 45 Russian businesses. Businesses are crucial to the Russian economy's expansion. Mubadala invested at a critical juncture in the Russian economy, but they received very good returns, likely higher than from any other country." He included Russian helicopters, the petrochemical company Sibur, which produced 20,000 employment in Russia's northern area, Russia's largest logistics company, PLT, and St. Petersburg's Pulkovo Airport. "We are focusing on several industries, such as healthcare, infrastructure, technology, and others. In 4 years, more than $4 billion was invested in 45 projects." Dmitriev stated that economic development between the UAE and Russia is critical, adding that "we want to increase not only our investment, but also our trade. We see more opportunity for growth, and Mr. Putin's visit will facilitate meetings between our top leadership and businessmen to see how we can enhance our investment cooperation," the Russian president said. Aside from the energy sector, where the two countries already have a significant connection, the UAE is a very advanced nation that attracts top companies, transforming it into a technology hub in the region. "Lots of our investments are focused on technology, and we want to employ artificial intelligence to better treat cancer patients," the RDIF chief, who announced the opening of the fund's first foreign office in Saudi Arabia, said the Russian government is taking a giant step forward with a $200 billion spending plan to improve infrastructure. "This is a significant opportunity for investors and businessmen from the UAE to participate in our national projects." He also stated that there is need for improvement in the educational sector. Moscow State University works closely with universities in the UAE. "We also wish to improve cultural exchanges, and our museums would want to welcome exhibitors from the UAE. What the UAE has done with culture has left us very impressed," Dmitriev remarked. "There's also tourism. A large number of Russians are now traveling to Abu Dhabi in addition to Dubai, and the development is tremendous. Russian tourists enjoy a variety of events held in Abu Dhabi, including Formula One and several cultural events on Saadiyat Island, as well as recent events such as the UFC bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov and American title holder Dustin Poirier. The event was a big success among Khabib's Russian supporters." He also stated that Rosatom, or the Rosatom State Nuclear Energy Corporation, officials would be among those traveling to the UAE. "There are a number of intriguing proposals for very advanced, but smaller nuclear generators that we believe will be a game changer in energy production in the future. Development of nuclear cooperation is a critical component, and Rosatom is working hard to develop such nuclear projects in the region," he added.
And Sibur, our largest petrochemical company, is interested to have a big project here with Aramco, and this will be one of the first investments by Russian companies jointly with PIF in Saudi Arabia.
Dmitriev stated that Russia is awestruck by what the UAE leadership has accomplished in terms of economic growth, transparency, and reduction of reliance on oil during the last 10 to 15 years. For all of these reasons, Russia sincerely wishes to be a valuable partner of the UAE, and President Putin's visit will be very essential for the welfare of our people, bringing more investments, more jobs, more trade, and more cultural and educational exchanges. He stated that there is undoubtedly a risk in the global economy. Trade wars and geopolitical instability pose numerous risks. we anticipate a global economic slowdown, with trade wars playing a significant role. At the same time, the UAE economy has become more resilient, as it has lessened its reliance on oil and invested in development, technology, media, and other areas.
Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
The economic consequences of Russia's invasion of Ukraine began in late February 2022, just days after Russia recognized two breakaway Ukrainian republics and invaded Ukraine. Following economic sanctions, substantial portions of the Russian economy, Russian billionaires, and members of the Russian government have been targeted. Russia retaliated in kind. Protests and strikes erupted across Europe in response to the growing cost of living. Both Russia and China intend to actively develop international transportation and logistics corridors. The idea is to make better use of the potential of the Trans-Siberian and Baikal-Amur railways, as well as the Northern Sea Route, to jointly ensure their stability and increase the efficiency of cargo and passenger transportation. Russia also stated this week that Atomflot, the route's administrator, will receive roughly $50 million in 2023 and 2024 to develop a digital ecosystem for the NSR, allowing for faster access to the route and more effective traffic tracking. Russia has been subjected to sanctions since 2014 as a result of its annexation of Crimea, which has stifled the country's economic growth.
Подписание договора о вхождении Республики Крым и города Севастополь в Российскую Федерацию. Не сомневаюсь в вашей поддержке.
The COVID-19 recession and the oil price war with Saudi Arabia both had an impact on the Russian economy in 2020. Additional restrictions were imposed in the run-up to the 2021 invasion. During the military buildup, the Russian stock market fell by 20%. The Central Bank of Russia announced measures to stabilize the market. Its first since the invasion of Crimea in 2014.
And there's very little demand for actually buying Russian products, at least in rubles. What Russia does still sell internationally is its oil, found a lot of new customers.
It boosted interest rates to 20% on February 28th and prohibited foreigners from selling local stocks. The pricing of Russia's credit default swaps indicated a 56% likelihood of default as of February 28. Fitch Ratings predicted that Russia would soon default on its loans. Russia's $200 billion investment in megaprojects illustrates the country's dedication to pushing the boundaries of innovation and development. These projects not only demonstrate the country's engineering brilliance, but they also have far-reaching consequences, influencing the future landscape. As we conclude our investigation, we are left wondering about the economic, technological, and geopolitical implications of these undertakings. It exemplifies Russia's ever-changing landscape of progress. Russia's investment in megaprojects is a geopolitical move to position itself on the world arena, not just a financial one. Beyond the numbers, these projects frequently become emblems of national pride, demonstrating Russia's commitment to embrace the future. As the world watches these massive undertakings evolve, the story goes beyond building sites and engineering wonders to tell the story of a nation molding its destiny and making an unmistakable mark on the world stage. We want your feedback. Please leave your comments, subscribe to our channel, and check back for more thought-provoking videos. Please remember to like the video if you thought it was informative and helpful. Adios.